देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी.
Hello and welcome back to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hetvi Patel and we have Nikhil Morsawala and Narayan Pasari with us. Today it's the battle between the lower order of the table, LSG versus MI. We just discussed a lot on MI. We are also disappointed with LSG because we expect a lot from the captain and he has not been performing along with the team. Nikhil sir, we'll start with you.
I was
How
just
do you
seeing some statistics 23 players in 9 matches. What does it tell you? You have
uh,
used 23 players in 9 matches.
LSG.
That's like two teams. 11-11 is, I mean, you have played different teams in 9 matches. It just makes sense. Your opening batsman, your opening combination has been so inconsistent. You try every match, you try a new opener. Every match, there is somebody else coming out in opening. It doesn't work. You're all muddled up, completely muddled. You don't know who's your core team, except for the captain and Surya Kumar Yadav, two people who are always there. You still don't know. I mean, and Bumrah, of course, with his very poor form in this season. These are the three standard players, and you can't touch them. They're holy cows, right? So it's not. Can you tell somebody यादव को बेंच पे बिठाओ या बुमराह को बेंच पे बिठाओ, बोले पागल है क्या? इंडिया को मैच जिताते हैं. But sometimes the time comes when you have to do that if they're not playing. And you can defend Surya Kumar as much as you want, saying that he was played his shots and he got caught in the boundary and the catches were good, blah, blah, blah. Bumrah did his best. He's controlling the runs in some matches. He did not take wickets as long as he controlled the वो भी नहीं कर रहा है. So I think each of these youngsters have hit him for a six in the first ball. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Priyansh Arya, they have taken Bumrah for a six. These are young kids वो still अभी तो अंडे से निकले हैं. और ये लोग अगर बुमराह जैसे बॉलर को इस तरह से ट्रीट करते तो बुमराह का जो बॉलिंग फॉर्म है टेल्स यू लॉट अबाउट इट. सो आई थिंक वेरी वेरी messy situation. It's like Narayan will agree with me. It's like a insolvent company that has gone to IBC and NCLT and needs to be either taken over by somebody or restructure and give a revival plan. Insolvent होगी है in terms of winning, not money. The owners have got deep pockets, but they've gone insolvent in terms of victories. There is no victory. They're losing every match. So insolvency में आप जाइए, बैठ जाइए, bring in some consultant, whatever you want, restructure your team, restructure your thinking, and come back and revive yourself. You can't continue like this. You will go into liquidation. So I think it's important that this is all financial language. So but it's important that they do this. Otherwise, having this team at number 9 and number 10, as it happened maybe even 3 seasons ago, is not good. Ex-champions like CSK it was not good for them. They were also 4 times, 5 times cup holders or maximum cup holders. Now they have come back in this season, and MI is like in reverse gear. So very, very sad situation, and I think they need to really get into the ICU and do something drastic so that things change very quickly.
नहीं,
yes.
आप अगर देखोगे ना निखिल भाई, 9 मैच इन्होंने खेले हैं, है ना. 2 मैच जीते हैं, एक 6 विकेट से और एक 99 रन से. 7 जो हारे हैं ना, वो 6 विकेट से, 7 विकेट से, 6 विकेट से, 8 विकेट से, 103 रन से. खाली
चेन्नई.
2 ही मैच, एक 27 रन से, 18 रन से हारे. सो in defeat also, if you are lost by narrow margins, that means you have played well.
Yes.
Actually, अगर आप इतने इतने मार्जिन से हार रहे हो, एक्चुअली इसका मतलब there is fundamentally some issues with the team composition, the management, the coach and everything whatever.
Yeah.
आप बाकी का भी लोगों को देखोगे ना, वो भी ऐसे नहीं हार रहे हैं.
Mm.
बाकी की टीम जो हार रही है ना, वो इस तरह से नहीं हार रही है जिस तरह से मुंबई इंडियंस हार रही है.
Yes,
Yes,
and
yes,
that includes LSG. I think LSG still has
yes.
conducted itself in. It has lost by 1 run somewhere.
हाँ हाँ
Uh, it had a few wickets somewhere. They were just on the verge of winning and they lost. So they've lost. They've not lost that badly, I think.
या
Yeah, no, no, with against Punjab. 11 against RR. They won by a large margin of 54 runs and 40 runs. But it's also true that those were like 200 plus 254 का score था.
नहीं नहीं, आप उनका कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ टीम, जो आप निखिल ने कहा पहले वाले एपिसोड में कि वी हैव, मुंबई हैज
Yeah,
बेस्ट ऑफ द टीम
definitely.
composition. They have super batters, they have a public like Sky, they have Rohit Sharma, they have so many people,
Rickleton,
Hardik and everything.
Will Jack,
Rickleton and
great.
yeah, world class. वो समझना चाहिए. एंड बॉडी लैंग्वेज कल वाली मैच में आप देखोगे ना, तो जैसे ही मेरे को लग गया था कि बस इसके दिन में आज इन लोग ज्यादा कुछ करने वाले नहीं है ऐसे. और प्लस क्या है, आप एक ये भी एक कंपोजिशन अपने को कभी एक एपिसोड में अपन लेंगे टीम पूरा होने के बाद टूर्नामेंट में, कि 20वां ओवर किसको डराना, कोई भी टीम को हो. अब की बार बहुत मिसमैनेजमेंट हुआ है वो 20वां ओवर डालने के अंदर, और कई मैचेस 20वें ओवर में हारी गई है.
Yeah.
That's true. And I think again, the captain either is not confident, he doesn't take up the responsibility on his shoulders, he passes it on to newbies, unlike an Akshat Patel or a Pat Cummins who will step up to the plate and say, give it to me, मैं करता हूँ. Or even a Riyan Parag, he says, give it to me, I'll do it. Hardik is somehow just bowling 2 overs in every match. He's not a 2 over bowler. He's a 4 over bowler. He's a spearhead of the Indian team. Now forget IPL. वो अपने इंडियन टीम का स्पीयर हेड है. ही सपोज टू बी वन ऑफ द की बॉलर्स देयर. सो व्हाई आर यू नॉट बॉलिंग 4 overs? व्हाट इज रॉन्ग विथ यू? Is there an injury problem? Is there a stress problem, physical stress problem? What is it? Because you have to lead from the front, and not only as a batsman, because you're an all-rounder. So if you are an all-rounder and if you do not bowl your quota of 4 overs and you give it to newbies like, I don't know the name, Krish Bhagat or
Yeah,
whoever,
Krish.
no new names are there. There
Yeah.
is something inherently an issue in your self-confidence. You cannot do that. And sometimes you give 1 over to your best bowler. Yesterday he gave 3 overs to Bumrah, and yesterday Bumrah bowled well. He given only 20 runs, I think, out of his 3 overs. Why did he not get his full quota? Where is your thinking? Why did he not bowl his full quota? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with him? So I think that thing that you don't understand something as viewers, as analysts sometimes, कि क्यों होगा, कि क्यों हुआ होगा, क्या दिमाग में लॉजिक क्या है इसका, कोई कॉमन सेंस दिख नहीं रहा है. शायद कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन है, शायद कुछ ये सोच रहा है कि नहीं मैं आगे चल के टीम को क्रिएट करना है तो नए बच्चों को चांस दो, बट नॉट एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ लूजिंग अ मैच. You can experiment when you are in a very strong position and say तो मैच जीतने वाला हूँ, चलो इसको एक ओवर दे दो, चलो इसको एक बैटिंग दे दो कि anyway we are winning. That is not the case here. You are experimenting in a losing situation, which is not very good. And I think that's where the thinking has to start now. The idea is to win. You have to win the game. To win the game, you must use Bumrah for all his 4 overs. You must use the best bowlers all the time. You must use yourself for your 4 overs. Why is that not happening? I think that thinking has to start now. And they have to analyze this, why it is happening.
एक फिगर्स और भी मिले हैं कि एमआई ने कंसिस्टेंटली पुअर बॉलिंग की है पावर प्लेज में इस टूर्नामेंट में, और 61 से लेके 78 रन का एवरेज दिया है मैचेस के अंदर, जो कि 45 से 55 था ड्यूरिंग द इयर्स दे यूज्ड टू विन द टूर्नामेंट. अभी आप देखो कितना कॉन्ट्रास्ट है उसके.
वेरी बिग, मैसिव.
आपने ऐसे कहा कल एक रघु शर्मा जो इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर है, उसको 4 ओवर दिए, उसने अच्छी बॉलिंग की, विकेट नहीं ली लेकिन 24 रन दिए. लेकिन पंड्या ने खुद ने 2 ओवर किए. गजनफर इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग स्पिनर नहीं है लेकिन उनको भी 4 ओवर दिए, 40 रन दिए उन्होंने. क्रिश भगत, उनको 2 ओवर दिए कल. ट्रेंट बोल्ट तो 3 के बाद उनके हो गया, बुमराह को नहीं दिए पूरे. सो ये एक, जैसे मैंने कहा कि ये 3-3 वाला जो आजकल चल रहा है ना, आपके जो टॉप पेसर्स है ना, उसको पावर प्ले में 3-3 ओवर दो, और ये चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है. बाकी टीमें भी अच्छा उसका यूज कर रही है और उसका बेनिफिट भी ले रही है. डोंट वेट कि 17वां और 19वां ही ओवर डालेगा बुमराह. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है एक्चुअली. वो बीच में भी डाल सकता है, वो पहले भी डाल सकता है एक्चुअली, वो हिसाब से.
And when you make 243, whether it's whoever the team may be, SRH or whoever, you are not supposed to lose the game. You have made a score which is by far one of the highest score that one makes in an IPL. and then you lose it with 8 balls to spare, and 6 wickets to spare on the other side. I think it speaks volumes for the ability for your ability to manage your team, manage your bowlers, manage your fielding. You had so much to play with, 243 runs, and you couldn't win that match. Very disappointing. And I thought there were so many bloomers there in bowling changes, field placement, dropped catches. I think that what do you do? I mean, what does a batsman do? 243 बना के आपको दे दिया ना हाथ में, फिर आप हारते हो मैच. I think that's something that's they have to think that in any circumstances you're losing. So why not now start doing some surgery? Why not start now? You lost everything almost. अब लाओ कुछ करो, कुछ नया करो, कुछ कुछ ऐसा करो कि ऐसे वैसे धुरंधर लोग जो खेल नहीं रहे बाहर करो. रोहित को वापस बुलाइए जरूरत पड़े तो. Please call him back. Tell him come into the team because you're required. Like we say, MSD is required not for his batting or bowling abilities or wicket keeping abilities, but because of the fact that he's there is enough to motivate, to guide. That way, Rohit is required. I think you should get him back. Otherwise, this team, I don't see this team even going up to 8 or 7. Might remain at 9 and 10 if this is the way they're playing.
One more important feature is non-performance of Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yes.
उनका एवरेज अभी 20 का रहा है, और जबकि ही इज समबडी हु कैन एक्सपेक्टेड टू लीड फ्रॉम द फ्रंट देखा जाए, एंड इफ ही इज एक्सप्लोसिव और वो 40 45 50 बना देते हैं ना, तो और स्पीड बहुत फास्ट बनाते हैं वो
Yes.
देखा जाए
Yes.
तो वो एक सोने पे सुहागा हो जाता है. वो नहीं परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, और ऐसा नहीं है कि वो कोई बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग पे आउट हो रहे हैं, वो अपने मिस टाइम शॉट्स के कारण ही आउट हो रहे हैं
Yes.
the last match. So this is
Agreed.
also one area where the management should have a look and try to speak to him and take it from there voice also. Yeah.
मैनेजमेंट की बात करें तो एलएसजी नेक्स्ट ईयर तो ऑक्शन में कुछ और ही करेगा. इस बार 48 करोड़ स्पेंड करके निकोलस पूरन और ऋषभ पंत को बाय किया था, एंड दे हैव नॉट बीन हेल्पिंग. दे हैव नॉट बीन प्लेइंग द गेम्स द वे दे शुड. आई थिंक गोयनका साहब अभी नेक्स्ट ऑक्शन में कुछ और ही करेंगे, चेंज कर देंगे पूरी टीम.
अभी आप ऋषभ ऋषभ पंत का देखोगे ना, ऋषभ पंत तो 2025 वाले सीजन में, लास्ट ईयर सीजन में भी 13 मैच में 100 कुछ 50 रन बनाए, 151 रन बनाए थे. इस साल में भी अभी 8 मैच में कुछ 200 रन ही बनाए हैं. तो 25 का एवरेज हो गया. ही इज वेरी सिमिलर टू स्काई एक्चुअली. सो क्या है कि अगर इतने एक्सप्लोसिव प्लेयर प्लस कैप्टन है, लेकिन जैसे निखिल बोलता है कैप्टनशिप निकाल दो उसकी और उसको ऑर्डिनरी प्लेयर खिलाओ, कितना फर्क पड़ता है आप देखो. और वी कैन ऑल्सो सी हिज प्री कैप्टन एवरेजेस एंड पोस्ट कैप्टन एवरेजेस विल कम टू नो वेयर वी स्टैंड एक्चुअली. सो आई डोंट नो कैसे होगा. और जैसे आपने कहा, बिग मनी has been paid for overseas players who have been non-performing, become the biggest flops today. So I think the management has to see कैसे क्या करना है. अभी now for according to me they are out from this tournament. They have no more chances of getting up. So अभी एक मैच, अभी कल वाली मैच देखते हैं मुंबई इंडियंस के सामने क्या होता है.
Most of the matches in the IPL have been won by batsmen, and this is where LSG I think has been the worst performer in the batting division, because their top, let's say, even if you keep Nicholas Puran out of the equation, between Mitchell Marsh, Aiden Makram, and Rishabh Pant, there have been hardly any runs. And especially Makram and Marsh, the two M's that Narayan talks about, the two M's and the two P's. The two M's have performed very badly, or performed below par this time. And I think when that happens and there are openers, most of the games have been won by the openers or by the first three batters, by snatching the game away. 6 ओवर में 80 रन, 7 ओवर में 128 रन. This is done by the first three batsmen and not by the ones later. So I think that equation in the trend that's happened in this IPL for LSG has been a problem. In Mumbai Indians, if you see Rickleton and Rohit have really performed well in the initial phases. It's the middle order or the lower middle order which has not performed. Hardik has not been at his best. Namandir has not been at his best. The lower middle has not performed. But if you see LSG, the top has not performed. The top 3 or 4 have not performed. And I think that has hit them very badly, because then what happens कि बाद में अगर जो middle order hai. I think Badoni is part of the team. He sometimes steps into the plate and does well. But एक आदमी कितना कर सकता है? So I think those three positions they have to look at very seriously. कि क्या करना है? How do you get that 80 runs in the power play or that 100 runs in 9 overs by just losing maybe 3, 4 wickets, doesn't matter, but make that 100 runs in the first 8, 9 overs. That also puts down the morale of the other team, and you can then go up to 200 plus in every match, the way SRH is doing. So I think that is critical, the way RCB and SRH are doing. I think that's critical. Look at RCB. Look at the first four players. See how they bat. With Kohli being one of them. I think that is critical. That's very important that their openers and the number 3 and 4 start performing.
Yeah, same is with GT, same way is with Punjab. All the three top or four
Yeah,
players are doing well actually. देखा जाए तो.
always playing well. That is why they are the top. That's why those 4, 5 teams are right there.
Actually,
Look at CSK.
KK.
Look at Sanju Samson. How did they come? How did they come into contention?
Correct,
Because
correct.
because of Sanju Samson and
Yes,
Ayush Matre, these
याद है.
two players who really and to a certain
And
extent
Gaikwad
Patidar,
also.
huh?
Rituraj Gaikwad also.
And Rituraj
Gaikwad,
Gaikwad.
yes.
Yeah, Ruturaj Gaikwad, not Patidar. My
Yeah,
apologies.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mixed them up.
yeah.
Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sanju Samson, Ayush Matre, they
Mm,
have been contributors to CSK's revival. And I
mm,
think that is where LSG is hurting the most. And
mm,
Rishabh Pant's own form,
mm,
not getting out, retired hurt, zero,
mm,
not playing to his potential.
mm,
Just being a wicket keeper is not enough for him. He has to
mm,
be there and do his very ugly magic. Like again, not his looks. The way he plays is very, very. I don't know. There's no rhythm in it. But he makes runs. At the end of the day, what do you want? You want to make runs, right? Forget whether he's ugly, not ugly. Make those damn runs. Do it. Do what you're supposed to do. Make that 15, 12 balls, 15 balls. Do that. Go. And that's what your team needs. वो नहीं कर रहा है. और वो बहुत जरूरी है उसका करना. That will galvanize the whole team.
Yes.
एलएसजी का देखोगे ना तो पंत ने खुद ने एडमिट किया था आफ्टर दैट केकेआर सुपर ओवर डिफीट जो हुआ था ना. ही सेड दैट डेफिनेटली एलएसजी नीड्स अ ब्रेक एंड वी नीड टू लुक फॉर आंसर्स इनसाइड. सो इट वाज लाइक अ साइन ऑफ मेंटली ड्रेन ड्रेसिंग रूम. ऐसा लगा. दिस इज व्हाट इट मेंशन. तो वो खुद भी ऐसे बात कर रहा है. तो मेरे ख्याल से निखिल की बात सुन लेनी चाहिए गोयनका जी को और उनको कैप्टनशिप से बरी कर देना चाहिए.
Yeah. And you
इसमें
have
कोई
Makram, no? Makram is a very good captain.
he has captained his country also.
Exactly. You have a fantastic captain right there in front of you. बना दो उसको.
नहीं मैं तो
I think
बोल
he
ही
was
रहा हूँ.
captain of Hyderabad for some time. I
मैं तो
think Aiden
बोल रहा
Makram,
हूँ.
when he was in SRH, he was the captain, I think.
हाँ हाँ
SRH के captain थे.
या
क्या बोल रहे थे
मैं
आप?
मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ 10 टीमों के फॉरेन कैप्टन बना दो आप खाली.
Actually, youngsters will learn a lot. The
यस यस.
young crowd will really learn a lot of how they think and how they play. And
And the discipline which they maintain actually,
yeah,
that is
absolutely.
very important actually. They don't get overexcited like
None of them.
like
None of them.
jumping and jumping and jumping.
None of them. None of them. Very cool, calm.
uh,
Well,
लेट्स सी
while it
ना
makes,
tomorrow कल होता है
yes,
क्या होता है देखते हैं समझते हैं.
टेबल पे तो कोई फर्क ज्यादा पड़ेगा नहीं, किसी को ट्रबल भी नहीं करेंगे कल, जो भी जीते जो भी हारे. बट स्टिल अ क्विक वर्डिक्ट सर. Nikhil sir, who do you think will fight back tomorrow? LSG is coming
I think
after a week's break,
Yeah,
and
I think
well,
LSG has more spirit left in them. If you see, even they have been trying their best, but they've been trying better than MI has in their encounters so far. So I would say from a certain momentum perspective, thinking perspective, psychology perspective, body language perspective, LSG seems to be a more close-knit team, more a team that plays like a team than MI. But then MI have been known to pull rabbits out of the hat. It's because of individual brilliance of batsmen. So if two individuals play tomorrow, one on the batting side and one on the bowling side, MI can win. So tomorrow, assume Surya Kumar Yadav comes in and does his magic.
yeah,
Bumrah comes back into form and does his magic. You can't beat Mumbai because these two players can take matches away from the opposition like this. So individual brilliance, if it happens, MI. Team balance and team performing, LSG.
Narayan sir.
Actually, for me, this match is essentially an elimination game for both.
Yeah.
Whoever loses is effectively आउट ऑफ द 2026 आईपीएल।
Correct.
दोनों को शांति से बाहर निकल जाएंगे और कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। अभी दे आर नो मोर स्पॉयलर्स ऑफ एनी एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। कोई भी मैच आ जाओ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनको सबसे बेसिकली।
True, true,
But
true.
for the next edition, for both the team management, now this is an eye opener and they should now see all the matches perfectly। आज के बाद जो हार भी रहे, आगे के मैचेस भी उनको देखने चाहिए। जैसे कि मुंबई मुंबई वाले, now as I mentioned that the MI is caught between eras now. You know, the veteran of Rohit, Sky, Bumrah, Hardik, they will phase off and they are aging. So, and how to replace them with young talent next year, exciting young domestic people, वो उनको देखना पड़ेगा। Actually, this is what I feel.
Excellent.
Okay.
I think so. Yes, and that's a great summary. And I think I am looking forward to the match only, as Narayan said, to just see how these two teams are playing and who will get eliminated, and what this means for IPL 2027, and also for the fate of two important captains, Hardik Pandya and Rishabh Pant, because both दोनों का job line पे है इतना, because
Yeah.
I don't think the owners will take this line down if things go further south and go further bad. You can see a lot. I can bet you will see a lot of changes in the early rumblings happening. You can see, you don't hear them, but you can sense them, that there is already
Yes.
on the money side and on the Goenka side, there is already a lot of thinking going on कि क्या कुछ करो यार, ये तो ठीक नहीं है. And both are high profile owners, very high profile.
Yes.
Some owners are very low profile. They don't come. These two are very high profile. They're always there and also being very emotive and very emotional. So I think they will do something depending on tomorrow's outcome.
So what usually finance guys say ना, ये दोनों स्क्रिप्ट को कल मार्क डाउन कर देना थोड़ा सा।
Mark to market. Book your losses, right?
Book your losses.
कल तो वैसे भी बहुत बड़ा गेम है रिजल्ट्स का,
अरे
असेंबली
हाँ,
का।
I know
Ah, yeah.
tomorrow is going to be by 2, वो तो 2:30 बजे तक पता चल जाएगा.
हाँ हाँ, मिल जाएगा।
फिर एकला
क्या
चालू
उसके
रहे क्या है देखना पड़ेगा.
या,
But KKR winning today, some symbolism, I guess. I don't
या,
know.
या।
All right. Let's divert back to our cricket. Uh, आज की मैच देखे तो just to before we close, just on the look at the score. It's 72 for 5, 12.2 overs for Punjab. Punjab might not have seen this run rate of 5.84 this season. I think this is the first time they're playing this slow. Of course, they have great players and they
So
might fight
Shreyas
back.
is out. That's not good news.
Yes,
But
yes.
but Stoinis is there. Suryansh Shidge seems to be playing a bit well. They
Yeah.
have 7 overs to go. Even if they make, let's say, another 870 runs, they will still be at 140. So at
नो
least.
नो, इवन इफ दे गो अप टू 170 और सपोज 100 रन भी बना देते हैं इसके बाद,
Hmm.
170 पहुंच जाएंगे ना, जीटी चेस कर देगा। जीटी में बहुत पावर है, एक्सेप्ट के उनके भी अगर स्टार्टिंग वाले कोलैप्स नहीं हो जाए धड़ाधड़ करके,
Yeah.
Exactly.
है ना। गिल साहब आए गए, वो आए गए, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए उनमें से। तो मेरे को लगता नहीं है कि कोई उनको इशू होगा। साई भी खेल रहे बढ़िया, बटलर भी बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं।
Hmm.
आई डोंट थिंक सो, लेकिन उनके यहाँ भी क्या मिडल का बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है। एक बार तीनों गए ना
Yes.
मॉर्निंग वाले, तो फिर इवनिंग वाले में बहुत तकलीफ है उनके।
That's a
Morning
nice way to
one.
put it.
Yeah. All right. So don't sleep on this one, GT versus PBKS, because well, if GT wins, the table gets even more tighter. It will get more interesting. Let's see what happens today. And that's a wrap on today's show. Thank you, sir. Uh, if you haven't subscribed to Cricket TV, subscribe. Now is the time. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any notifications. And we'll see you tomorrow with the reviews. Thank you.
Thank you.
आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी, जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें, जहां जोश भी है, जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है।